Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Alex and this is Budget Me Alex. I am a 30-year-old all-cash budgeter. I am on a journey to be completely debt-free, as well as I do have some pretty big savings goals. So if you're interested in this kind of content, just go ahead and continue watching. So today we will be stuffing a total of $905. So let me just go ahead and give that a quick count. We have 300, 350, 400. 420, 40, 60, 80, 500, 520, 40, 60, 80, 600, 620, 40, 60, 80, 700, 720, 740, 750, 60, 70, 80, 90, 800, 810, 20, 30, 40, 845, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 896, 7, 8, 9, 900, 901, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. So let me go ahead and start unstuffing my wallet. We're gonna start with change. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to bring you guys a video on Tuesday. My family and I were playing pickleball and my mom took a really bad fall and we ended up having to take her to the hospital. So the way that it happened, hold on, I have to mute this real quick. Okay, let me just check receipts really quickly and then I'll get into my little story. Okay, so I apparently seem to have gone to Target a lot this week. So I will be scanning all of these into my Fetch Rewards app. If you guys don't already have that, it is a rewards-based system, so you'll scan your receipts. They'll add up to points, which will give you gift cards, and then you can cash that out basically wherever you go for restaurants, Amazon, Target, things like that. And I also have Ibotta, which you can also scan your receipts into. I have Shopkick and Drop, all the other apps that you guys will see on there, as well as Upside. I use that for gas, so I will leave that in the description if you guys need that. And then let me just go ahead and start unstuffing. So she took a pretty bad fall. She kind of ended up missing a step, and the way that she kind of caught the net, her arm ended up completely bending back. And at that moment, you can tell it was extremely dislocated. It was honestly crazy the way that it looked. We have $5, $6, $7, $8 for rollover. So it was extremely dislocated, and it was even bent so awkwardly. It was a bad fall, and instantly it was my boyfriend, my sisters, and I who were there, and instantly we just started praying for her. And it was crazy because nobody touched it, and she literally told us don't touch it because it was so painful. And so nobody touched it, we just all prayed over it. And then as soon as we got her into a chair to take her, get her in the car and take her to the hospital, we were just walking and she just goes, "It's back in." And we're like, "What?" And sorry, $50, I'm just gonna say it really quickly, $50 for gas, groceries, and eating out, $25 for personal, and $5 for miscellaneous, so that I could just tell this uninterrupted. So let's see here. Yeah, so we were just walking and she's like, "I have never experienced anything like that. It was the most gentle placement." She said, "I literally felt my arm connect back together and nobody touched it. We just prayed for it." And so that was a miracle in itself, because the way that her arm looked, it would have actually been really bad. I wouldn't have doubted if she needed surgery or something. So then we still took her to the hospital. She's in excruciating pain still, and everyone's kind of just praying for her on their own. My boyfriend and I prayed for her before she got out of the car, and then my sisters were all praying for her, of course. And so we get inside and it's taking forever. We get there around probably it was 9 p.m. We don't actually get admitted until I want to say midnight. And then from there, they were just doing a ton of x-rays because they kept getting the orders wrong. And then from there, they kept saying, "Okay, well, we're not seeing anything," but you could tell her pain was extreme. My mom's pain tolerance is honestly ridiculous. She will never complain about anything, and it got to the point where she was struggling to breathe. And you could see, she doesn't suffer from like high blood pressure or anything, but you could see her blood pressure, it was 185 over 109. And the doctors were all like, yeah, it's because of the pain. That's why it's so high. And they couldn't stabilize it. She needed oxygen because the medication they gave her was causing her to struggle to breathe. Anyway, they ended up having to do a CT scan because the x-rays just weren't showing enough. $134 for my car payment. And so we do the CT scan and they find a small fracture on her humerus bone. And so from there, they ended up putting her in an immobilizer, but she couldn't leave until her oxygen levels were back to normal. And they weren't perfect when we left, but they were still better. So Mazda has 1, 2, 3, 320, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 400, 401, 402. And I was actually the one that was with her the entire night inside of the room. All of my sisters were in the waiting room, as well as my uncle, my aunt, my boyfriend. My older sister, we didn't want her to come inside just because her baby is literally just barely 2 months old. And so we told her we don't want her in the hospital. And so she waited in the car. My uncle, my aunt, like they were all there. And so everybody was just there waiting, but I was the one that was able enough to like have all the information that the doctors needed for, like, that was her information, or able to move around and actually be inside. So I was there with her, and we didn't get discharged until 7 in the morning. So then I dropped her off at home, and I didn't get home until around 8:30 or so. I still had to work, so I clocked in at 5 a.m. still, and I was like in and out of sleep. So there was absolutely no way I was gonna get a video done. I just needed to rest that day and then catch up on work once I was fully awake. I went back to my mom's house to see if she needed any help, but all my sisters, my aunt, were all there, and they've all been like nursing her back to health. So they referred us to the orthopedic doctor, so she has an appointment on Monday. We're just praying that it's not bad, that it's a quick recovery, and that she doesn't have any more pain. So prayers for my mom, please. Car insurance has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 6, 7, 108. Yeah, I felt so bad. It was like, she was actually really good at pickleball. I will say, I suck. There was no way, like, 100 for life insurance. I'm very competitive, and when I'm not good at something, I don't like it. This is actually a lot of fun, but I just sucked at it, and everyone kept making fun of me because I could never hit the ball. But my mom got in there, and she was actually like 10 times better than I was, but oh, poor thing, it didn't last. So Verizon has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 121, 22, 123. Alrighty, subscriptions gets 20. We are at 20, 40, 60. My Disney Pass gets 10, so we have 10, 20, 30. That is it for bills. Next is, oh yeah, that's my regular bills. Next are my home bills. Okay, so $250 for rent. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750. I did get a question about, you know, my utility bills being low or whatever. Thank God we have solar, so my electric bill is already, honestly, it's kind of like non-existent. I don't remember the last time I actually made an electrical bill, and I check every single month, but because we have solar and we collected a lot of credits during the winter months, we are now using those for the summer, so we can have the AC running all day, every day, and it really doesn't affect our bill very much, if at all. So that's why. As far as water, we get charged quarterly. internet and gas are the only things that we actually get charged on a monthly basis, which gas, our total was like $15. I split that between my sister and I, so what, $7.50 each. And then internet is like $60. We don't have cable, we just have internet because there's no need for it when you have Amazon, Prime, Netflix, Hulu. We really didn't find the need to actually get cable, so that's why our utilities are extremely low. Electric has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. So if anybody was wondering why, one, it takes so long for me to get my utility money out of my envelopes, and two, why the numbers hardly ever go down at all. That's why. So gas has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And so for instance, our bill this month is, or this coming month is going to be $15. I have $55 in here. So let's say my water bill ends up being higher than I expected. When the end of the quarter comes around, I know that gas is going to be pretty cheap, so I'll just pull money from here to make up the extra here if I didn't have enough. So that's kind of how I play around with it. So water, we have $10. We recently got charged for this one, so I'm not worried about that one. And internet has 5, 10, 15. Next, we have credit cards. What are you guys doing this weekend? It's going to be 105 here today. Quicksilver gets 10. A few of our friends were gonna go to the beach. I had way too much work to catch up on from my other channel and from work in general, since my mom's arm is broken. She literally can't use it, and she's right-handed. A lot of the computer work and stuff, we are kind of picking up the slack there. Apple has 10, 20, 30. Since she is the owner of our company, we are doing our best to keep this business running. So I've just been slammed with work from, honestly, this channel, the other channel. I've gotten some like Etsy orders come through recently, and it's all good. Like, I'm super appreciative for all the work, but I think this is the first weekend I don't actually have anything planned, and it's kind of like relieving to know that I don't have anything planned because I get to catch up on everything that I have. Capital One has 20, 40, 60. So if you guys have any kind of summer plans for this weekend, or depending on what the weather is like where you guys are at, let me know. I'm curious. I kind of want a little bit more ideas for things to do in the summer other than jump in the pool and go to the beach. Like, if there's anything else, that would actually be really cool. First savings has 5, 10, 15, 20. I've actually been wanting to go to some museums. My boyfriend, some friends, and I were actually planning on going to that, it's like the, I think it's like the tar pits in LA. That one actually looks pretty cool. We've been to the Museum of Tolerance before, but that one I would honestly go again. Sam's Club has 5, 10, 15, and just something about museums, I just really enjoy going to them. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Credit card gets 44. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 40, 67, 61, 62, wait, sorry, I have to redo that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 161, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 170. Okay, and this is kind of getting a little bit full, so we'll just leave it there. Next, I have my high priority / long term, and we are skipping over to medical, which gets $30. So we are at 20, 30, 40, 50. And then dental gets 10. So we are at 10, 20, 30, 40. And I am doing back-to-back stuffing, not in this video, but I like so that I can have this posted for you guys on Tuesday, because I ended up getting paid on the same day. So between my regular paycheck, my YouTube paycheck. So you guys will be seeing that stuffing on Tuesday. And then for my health, like for my membership for my gym, I was paying $100 previously, but I told her that I'm currently training for a half marathon, and so I'm running a lot more than I used to before, and I won't be going to boot camp every day. So she was able to bring that down to 3 days a week, which realistically is what I'll be doing, because I'll be going for the strength training days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then 1 hit day. So it went down to 75, thank God. So that saves me an extra $25. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50. And that's a little bit of a relief because I'm trying to save where I can right now. And then miscellaneous gets 5. Did a little bit of shopping for Hawaii. So some of these envelopes are empty. And these, I also got a question on this. I got a few questions actually. Sorry, the AC just kicked on, so that's what you're hearing in the background. The reason why sometimes these will look like they're depleted and then they'll be full again is just because since I am going to Hawaii next month, we're already just trying to... Oh my gosh, what did I have? Was it $4? Okay, I'm gonna do $4 and then I'll look back at the video and then I'll fix it later if I have to. But yeah, since these envelopes were for my Hawaii trip specifically, I couldn't wait to have them all fill up completely and then pull the money. Like there were deposits that had to be made, payments for either flight, Airbnb, rental, luau, whatever. Oh, I ended up doing $5 instead. I can't speak and do this, like fill this out at the same time, you guys. I've clearly proven it like a gazillion times that I just can't do that. Just 1 for 5s. So I will pull as those things come up, and that's why, like for instance, there's nothing in 20s because I had to pull that out. I believe we booked the car recently, so I kind of had to pull my part from there. And just different things that are coming up, like if I have to buy bathing suits or a dress or something like that, I'll pull that from my Hawaii fund because it's all meant for that anyway. So that's another question answered. But thank you guys so much if you watched all the way to the end. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you all next week. Bye.